Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Samantha the Introvert. Today I want to give you my personal review on episode 12 of PitBabe the series. I already did my reviews on episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Links are in the description below, so without further ado, let's get into it. The episode continues with Kenta still attacking Pete. During the attack, we see that back in past, Kenta and Pete were very close at one point. Then Wei came and saved Pete from Kenta. Wei was about to go after Kenta, but Pete stopped Wei and let Kenta escape. While Wei dressed Pete's wounds, Wei asked Pete why he didn't let him go after Kenta, and Pete said Kenta is only following orders and that Kenta was never going to hurt him. Pete then said Kenta is trying to look for a way out of Tony's life and to be free, just like Wei. Wei then said that Pete doesn't know him and the reason he came was to visit, that's all. Pete then touched Wei and said he knows Wei needs his help. That's when Wei revealed to us that Pete can read minds. So Pete read Wei's mind and know Wei needs Pete's help. I'm getting mixed signals from Pete and Wei. We then see Kenta with Tony. Tony is going through the documents of the Alpha children that Kenta got, and Tony says they are all useless. Kenta then said that Tony can train them and the children can be strong, but Tony said he wants the children to already have their powers because as Alpha kids, they should have already manifested as special Alpha. Tony said he tried to train Kenta and Kenta is still useless. Then Tony thought of someone that can worth a lot to sell because right now the kids they have left don't have powers yet, and the millionaires are texting Tony's phone because they are impatient. Then we see Jeff and Alan in bed because remember, they did the deeds. Jeff talking to the sleeping Alan about how Alan was rough even though Alan knows it's Jeff's first time. Then while Jeff outside having his morning coffee, Kenta came. Honestly, Alan's place is not that secure if Kenta got inside. Alan finally woke up and sees that Jeff is not with him. It turns out while Kenta has Jeff, Alan was calling Jeff. Again, remember, Alan gave Jeff his phone. Some guys were walking and Kenta gave them Jeff/Alan's phone and left. Then we see Babe, who is still grieving over Charlie, which is understandable. North then took it upon himself and decided to throw an apple, thinking Babe would have caught it, but Babe didn't, which leads to think that Babe has not fully has his powers. But Babe is thinking that when his senses disappeared, Charlie was alive, but then slowly got them back when Charlie died. So are you saying since Charlie's alive, the power bounced back to Charlie? But Northern Sonic is brushing off that theory and said maybe Babe needs rest. Then we see that man injecting Charlie and Charlie asks if he really has to get regular injection. And the man said in order for Charlie to get rid of his power and be normal, homeboy have to go through a regular thing. Charlie got up and wanted to take a walk, but the man said he can't walk outside because people will see Charlie, but Charlie can walk inside the house. Alan went outside and still no sign of Jeff, and when Alan calls the phone, it's off. Alan, Nort, Sonic, and Kim went to the skate place, hoping to see Jeff, but Jeff is not there. They went to a place because Sonic has tracked Jeff/Alan's phone and it led them to a place. Then they saw some thugs hoping to ask them about the phone, but the thugs got scared and decided to run. Then they found out that one of the guys have the phone. They ran after them. They got the phone, but that doesn't help to know where Jeff is. Pete got Babe to meet him, and again he brought up getting someone to get into Tony's place to get the evidence they need to take down Tony. Babe said if it's Wei, then he doesn't want to be a part of the plan, but it's too late because Wei already came. They finally convinced Babe to work together with Wei, but Babe said that it will be the last time he will ever work with Wei. They started talking about how Tony been getting his funds and what have he been doing with it, and coming up with plans to get the evidence of the money schemes. We see Kenta pass security to get to talk to Jeff. Kenta then revealed to us that back when Tony had Jeff, before Kenta was the one that helped Jeff escape. Kenta said this time he can't help Jeff, he only came to warn Jeff that this time Tony is serious on his actions for Jeff. And all this was seen by Tony. Tony must have wondered how Jeff escaped the last time and installed a camera without Kenta knowing and see this. Babe is with Pete, and Pete said he got Kenta involved in this plan, but Babe said he doesn't trust Kenta because Kenta is Tony's right-hand man. Kenta then came, but he came to say he can't be a part of the plan and that he owes Tony a lot, and without Tony, he wouldn't be here or have the things he have now. Wei is there, and Wei basically told Kenta that he is being fooled by what he thinks is love, but actually Kenta is being treated like a dog for Tony. Babe is trying to drill in Kenta that what he is doing for Tony is wrong, and the children are included. Kenta have a life to live normally, and Kenta is worth more than what Tony treats Kenta. And that's why Tony keeps him close. But Tony treats Kenta bad because if Kenta finds its value, then he will go against Tony himself. Kenta then went to Tony, and because Tony already knew Kenta went to meet Babe, Tony asked Kenta what he said to them, but Kenta basically said he only asked them to back down. Tony doesn't believe Kenta and basically belittling poor Kenta. I swear to you, I never once looked at a person who working for evil and see good in them since Kenta. Kenta, stop begging. Now that Tony literally said he doesn't need you, Kenta, it's time to leave. When Kenta called Tony father, and Tony turned to Kenta and tells him that he is not his father and he will never call Kenta son. Tony hit a huge nerve on Kenta. All Kenta wants is love, man. Tony then replaced Kenta with Winner. We then see Wei, who said he is there to collect Tony's case, which have the evidence, but because the guy said Kenta always collects it, Wei touched the man and controls him to give him the bag. Another guard was there and Babe knocked him out. But then we see Winner was in the van and saw them. They fought but ended up luckily got away but left the bag. Sonic and Nart helping Babe with his injury and Alan saw. They all think that Tony has Jeff. Pete then came and said that tomorrow Tony will have an auction, but that is only to fool the public. The real auction is the kids and Pete got access so they can all get in. Pete also said that the important person that is a part of it is a person who can see the future, and immediately Alan knows it's Jeff. Winner is telling Tony what he went through to get the bag. Winner then said that Babe moves are slow, which got Tony to wonder if Babe has his powers, but Winner says he doubt it. Winner then said Tony might need more guards because they might go to the auction. Winner has the brain and using it for evil. Wei sees Babe, then asking Babe if Babe will ever forgives him, and Babe said one day but not now. We see Charlie, adventurous self, went in a room with all the picture of Babe and saw a book filled with articles and pictures of Babe. The man came and saw Charlie, and Charlie asked why the man stalking Babe. The man then reveals that Babe is his son. Sir, I have so many questions. So the auction has begun, and as you can see, there is art, but the art is just to fool the public. What Tony actually doing is selling the kids to people. Now that we're inside, it's time to go about the plan. Alan went right to save his man. And before you ask, yes, they left the kids. Sad. Ray and Pete shows up and Tony let the guards let them in. There, Pete reveals to everyone by calling Tony Daddy. Babe, on the other hand, fighting and losing. And boom, Charlie to the rescue. I don't know how the hell he knows where Babe is, but he's there. Babe's shocked face says it all. Okay guys, that is the end of my review on episode 12 of PitBabe series. Stay tuned for my review on episode 13. And as always, if you like my review, give them a thumbs up, subscribe, hit notification bell so you never miss any of my videos, and I'll see you next time.